Hey rockers, we have here the best band, the Dead Daisies. Hey guys, how are you doing?
Hey everybody, thank you very much.
Hey, everything good? Feels good here?
Yeah. Just got here and we're psyched.
Yeah. Okay. So, because I talked to you before show, are you excited for it today? Or are you getting nervous a little bit? Or tell me.
We're always excited to see you with great fans that are out there to hear a rock and roll band, and we are here for that purpose.
When I ask you if you are nervous, are you getting nervous sometimes, or it's just totally? When it was last time when you were nervous?
It's butterflies a little bit before a show, but it's a good thing. It makes you get ready. You're like jacked up. We're cranking tunes, have a beer. Well, some of us, and then once you want to get out there, so you're waiting. It's the butterflies is waiting. Once you're out there, it's fun.
It's always everybody. I think
the fans are amazing. They bring out the best out of everybody.
I think it's anybody that tells you they're not nervous is lying. I think nerves is part of the drill, fear, nerves, I just think it's healthy to be a little bit nervous, because you don't want to be full of that much confidence before you go out there. So, it's call it like butterflies, or nervous energy, call it energy. But yeah, sure. Next.
As long as I'm prepared, as long as my drums are set up and I know the set, then I'm ready to have more fun than be nervous. You know what I mean? Because I'm not worried about these guys. They're going to kill it. I just got to keep up with them.
Yeah, I get really nervous.
Okay, and what's the craziest thing you just experienced on this tour? Have you experienced something really crazy, memorable moment right now for this tour?
Doug's backstage antics. Out crazy everything else. He's not there yet, but when you guys leave in a little bit, just take a look back in here and Doug Aldrich show will begin.
We have fun. We have a lot of fun together, and Brian and I get kind of cranked up for the show. Competitive. Yeah, always competing, but we're, the best thing that's been happening is that we've been playing some new music, this is the first time we've been able to support our album Holy Ground in Europe. So we're playing shows with Priest and Whitesnake and various other people, and doing our own shows. And then we're also playing 2 songs that are very brand new.
Yeah, I want to talk about it later, but if you want to take...
We've been making a new album all this year.
Great.
And we just finished it, and we're playing the first single tonight, second single tonight. So, brand new, in my opinion, brand new music is vitally important for any rock band. So we are playing new music, and even before the album's coming out, so I think that's very brave. So we're looking forward to seeing the response, and I'm sure it'll be fantastic.
And what's the typical stuff, guys, you are doing when you are not, before the show or?
Basically, we have a little routine that we do. I usually like to take Brian out at some sporting event, win, and then I'm ready for a great rock show. Last night he and I went out and it's called what's it called? The city Brno?
Brno, yeah.
Brno. Yeah, we found a shuffleboard last night, a curling board.
Curling, mini curling.
Okay.
Curling, right?
Yeah.
And
mini curling, like this. You go.
It was great. So we had some fun out in the city in Brno last night. It was great.
Yeah, it was great. It's a great city.
I know that you have guitar every time with you, that you are obsessed with it. So was there any time that you didn't have it with you, or it's just sticked with you all the time?
I mean, it's good to take a break sometimes, so you don't get burned out. But especially traveling, I always want to carry a guitar with me, because if you late at night, if you're sitting around and there's nothing on TV or there's nothing to do, I don't like to be away from my guitar. Maybe if I want to get an idea, or maybe I just want to relax, or maybe I want to practice something or whatever, I just want it with me. So I always would carry one in a soft case on the plane or whatever. And then this is the first year where I had so many troubles with carrying a guitar on a plane that I just said, okay, I'm gonna, not this one, but another one, I check it in the baggage, but I put a Apple AirTag in it so I can see where it is, you know.
Yeah, that's really clever. And which one? And which one is your favorite guitar? Because I know you have Gibson Gold Top.
Yeah.
Standard.
I got a bunch of gold tops, but the one that we have here that I'm playing on stage is probably my favorite one. It's just killer. I call it the Black Eye Les Paul because it's got a black pickguard, so it looks like a black eye. Ooh. And I love gold tops. That was my first guitar, so I love it.
Let's talk about songwriting. As you said, you just recorded an album. So, how is it goes? When you are songwriting, are you going together, or because I think everybody live in another place? So, are you just sending each other some stuff that you just arrange?
There's a bit of everything that goes on. Sometimes, you know, one of us will bring an idea in, or actually, Glenn and I will sit together and we'll make some demos of stuff, and then we'll present it to the band. Yeah. The band, you know, producer gets involved. But everybody, at the end of the day, everybody's putting their stamp on the song. So if it doesn't matter where it comes from, we're going to make it a Daisy song. And David Lowy, who Yogi's filling in for because he had to go for some family issue. He's coming back in a couple days, but he's got a really unique, simple guitar style that once it gets on there, then it sounds like it's the Dead Daisies.
Okay, so in the end, you just work together and...
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a combination of love. A love combination.
Last question what I want to ask you, what comes to your mind when you hear Judas Priest?
Well, I've known those guys, they opened for Deep Purple in the early 70s, so I've known those, Rob, you know, Ian and Glenn for 50 years, so they're really close to me. So, but, you know, for me, in my opinion, probably the greatest heavy metal band right now, in my opinion, is Judas Priest, because it's a great character, and they've been playing the same music for so long, you know. So, yeah, and really good friends of mine, really good.
Our friends, yeah. I toured with them. Brian and I toured with them a bunch in South America and in Europe and in the U.S. And I will say they are some of the nicest people. They're fucking badass heavy metal. Sorry about my language, but the Priest. You think of metal gods, and you think of living hard and free, hell bent for leather, and living after midnight, and not going to sleep even after midnight. Right, Brian?
I grew up on Priest. I grew up on it. You know what I mean? Right when Screaming for Vengeance got really big. They were getting big, and you know, me and all my friends, you couldn't ignore it. If you're into heavier stuff, that's where you're going, you know. So it's always
favorite song.
My favorite song, "Victim of Changes." That's where I'm gonna go. Even though there's so much great stuff, I love "Victim of Changes" because I love "Unleashed in the East," the live version of "Victim of Changes." If you don't know this stuff, if you're listening to metal, go listen to live Priest from the '70s. You know, "Unleashed in the East." Yeah, it's a great band. There's just a killer set list. Great stuff. Decade after decade.
Have you seen them this year yet?
Yeah, we're going to play tomorrow. So
They are on fire. Richie Faulkner.
And Faulkner. Give it up for the Falcon. Yogi, Priest, give it up.
You got another thing coming. That's
Hey, be nice to him.
that's my favorite song. Yeah, Legends.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where's mine, Oliver? Sorry. Where's mine? My dressing room? I'm gonna get him tonight. Can you feel it?
amazing audience. We are so happy. Check, 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 check.
Loser!